Hello, welcome to KMVC News. I'm Alex Perez. A dance company from Phoenix was on Missouri Valley College campus, demonstrating the experience of birth through dance. The Missouri Valley College hosted the SM Square Dance Company to interact with the students and the community about the importance of being a mother and giving birth. Janie Morgan, an associate professor of dance at Valley, was among those who helped bring such an event to the campus.
Sarah and I have been good friends. We went to grad school together, so I've known her for the last 13 or so years. So I've just, we stay in touch and I keep up on the work that she's doing, and I thought it was an important topic and something interesting, and we needed to see it.
The company held a birth story lecture, 2 workshops with Missouri Valley College classes, and a moderate dance concert. Sarah Malin McDonald, the director of the dance company, says the company uses dance moves to express themselves.
We are a Phoenix-based company that works primarily making dances from a feminist perspective. We have done several performances in the Phoenix area, right? And then we've done a tour in Salt Lake City, Utah, and a tour here.
3 members of the dance company also attended each of the events that took place on campus. One of the dancers says they hope to bring a message that will help those make a choice later on in life.
I think the message that we bring is just definitely that of sharing your story and finding empowerment in whatever your story is, that you should always have options and choices in anything that you do, and it's always good to inform yourself about those things, but I think the bottom line being to find your own story, to be okay with whatever that is, to share it, and to just be empowered in that.
Whether you have been pregnant, have had a child, or plan, even if you're not a female, I think you can see the struggle in whatever your story is. So I think it's definitely relatable to your own life some way and somehow.
The dance company was funded by John and Donna Morris, and it was the first they have visited the campus. Fall Brawl Missouri Valley upon the 2nd year. KMVC's Drake Higgins reports on how it benefits Missouri Valley students and faculties.
This is the 2nd time in MVC's history that there will be a fall break. I spoke with MVC Registrar Marshall Lashley about how it all got started.
It started several years ago from faculty members requesting a fall break, saying other schools were doing it. And so I looked at it. Quite honestly, I kind of ignored it the first time they asked, thinking we still have to get in all of our days. But I finally looked at what other conference schools are doing and other schools within the state of Missouri, and most of them had a fall break. So then we checked with the Higher Learning Commission and to make sure we can get all of our days in to meet the definition of a credit hour, and it seemed like it would work. So we kind of built it into the academic calendar and tried to correspond with the kind of fundraising day with NASCAR.
Lashley says it gives the faculty more time to plan for the second 8 weeks of the semester.
For the faculty, I think it just gives them a break, gives them a chance to kind of catch their breath and prepare. I remember talking to Dr. Schmidt, and she even mentioned me. She goes, it's not even a break. It's just a chance to prepare and get ready for the second half of the semester.
Mike Mockholz says it helps student athletes that would normally have to miss class to attend the annual NASCAR fundraiser.
Well, it's a great opportunity for them. I mean, a little bit for everybody. For the faculty and staff, they don't have the issues related to midterm testing and having to make them up or do them ahead of time. And same way for the students. The student athletes don't have to worry about missing a test, or studying early for them. They can do it in the same sequence as like everybody else. So from that perspective, it's actually really good. It cuts out the conflict between athletics and academics.
Drake Higgins, KMVC News.
Fall Brawl begins on Thursday, October 18th. Missouri Valley Theater Program put on 3 nights of skits directed by students. KMVC's Shane Clary reports on the directorial debuts.
The Missouri Valley Theater students have been working on creating and directing their own skits. 2 students of the Directing 1 class put their skits on display. Michaela Rogers put together a skit of an apple a day, and Alicia Hicks displayed her skit of The Other Side.
The act I put on the other night was about a relationship. Some of us jump into a relationship without thinking about it, and of course things happen, especially after you're very committed in the relationship. So I wanted to show that side of a relationship. So The Other Side is what came out of it, the title of it, and it was just a fun way to tell a different story and not your typical love story.
Great.
Hicks says she hopes to keep building off these skits into a career of her own.
I'm hoping to see myself either on stage or backstage, helping some way, some form, shape. I don't know exactly where, but somewhere. Right now I'm hoping to apply at World Fund this summer and get jobs there, into the entertainment area.
The theater department and Flatliners are working on their next piece and will announce when they're ready to perform. Shane Clary, KMVC News.
The Missouri Valley College eSports team opened its League of Legends season October 13th. KMVC's Santiago Salazar reports on the team's expectations and how it's been preparing for the competition.
This past Saturday, the MVC eSports team started its campaign at the College of the Star League. The Viking teams managed to win 2 of 3 matches they played. Head coach Patrick Ocampo says that his team has strong players that are really capable of getting things done when they work as a group.
Our 2 squads have been working since August to build up to this, and we have several good players on both teams. We shuffled players back and forth between both teams to get the best fit that we have.
Strategies, hours of practice, and individual skills are big factors in the performance of the team. Among this group of players, there is a very particular one. Jordano Pereira is the first Brazilian player to receive an eSports scholarship in the United States. He says that he feels glad and happy for having this great opportunity.
I'm carrying a big burden for the Brazilian people. All of them are looking for me and looking for my performance because there are a lot of people that want to do the same thing as me, and they're all looking for my performance to see how well I will do.
Both Ocampo and Pereira agreed that the team has great players with amazing skills and a great potential for the upcoming competitions. Also, they believe that they are in a great position as a new program in a small school compared to others. Santiago Salazar, KMVC News.
The Vikings eSports team sees action again on Saturday, October 20th at 2. All Valley matches are streamed live on twitch.tv. The Missouri Valley College Lacrosse program held its 6th annual Fall Brawl on October 13th, hosting a total of 5 and returning some of Valley's injured players back onto the field. The Fall Brawl not only helps MVC students, but also helps other teams prepare for the upcoming season. The men's team hosted MCLA Division I club team Iowa State, along with 2 teams inside the KCAC Conference, Columbia University and Benedictine University. The women's team played against St. Louis University and Iowa State University.
The seniors that we had last year all gelled, all knew what they were doing. There wasn't much adjustment that needed to be done because they've been together for so long. This year's a little bit different. Like I said, half the team's new, half the team's old, and getting them to gel is the biggest thing.
I tore my ACL my freshman year. I was out that whole year, and then junior year I broke my arm right before the playoffs, so that was kind of brutal. And then we broke it again last year, so I've been out for a while, but it's really nice to be back out here, be with my boys, be with my friends, and play lacrosse again.
First game for the men's lacrosse team is at Lindenwood Belleville University on February 2nd. The women's first game is on February 9th against Oklahoma Baptist University. Missouri Valley College athletic teams train with a new purpose dedicated to improve safety, strength, and overall athleticism. KMVC's Marissa Mastro-Valerio reports on how Valley is strengthening its workout programs.
Missouri Valley College is one of only 2 NAIA schools who have a dedicated strength and conditioning coach on staff. Coach David Edwards is in full swing training many different sports teams on campus. Athletes are challenged to push themselves with Edwards workouts. However, Edwards says the extreme workouts are only a small portion of a big picture.
I get to grow people. Yes, I push them physically, and that's what they see up front, but a lot of what we do is mental preparation for the real world. Being on time, doing what your boss asks, stuff like that.
Edwards is involved during each of his workouts to ensure MoVal athletes will be the biggest, fastest, strongest, and safest athletes when it comes time for competition. In order to give every athlete some of his time, Edwards is always one of the first on campus every morning and one of the last to leave.
I love what I do, okay? People say all the time, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. I'm busy, I get it. I'm here 14, 15 hours a day sometimes, 75, 80 hours a week. I haven't had a day off since we started fall camp with football, but a lot of that's my choice.
That choice led Edwards to working with 13 different teams, preparing all of them to have the most successful season possible. Edwards says his role not only benefits athletes, but also gives students opportunities to intern in potential career fields. Edwards says his goal is to improve each athlete, student, and Missouri Valley College all together. Marissa Mastrovalero, KMVC News.
Missouri Valley College cross-country team is working hard this season, having its second runner honored for an outstanding performance by the Heart of America Athletic Conference. KMVC Jayla Jackson reports on the runner who claimed the award for the women's side of the team.
The mindset of a runner is important. It is the one thing that keeps them from stopping in the middle of a race. Mental toughness. This is what Coach Dale Boring teaches his runners.
Kids are accepting of the way that we're trying to make them, just tougher in their brains and not worrying about, okay, this didn't go really well and that didn't go really well, or this weather stinks and that weather stinks. Like, hey, we just tell them to suck it up and let's just roll with the punches, and whatever we come up with, we come up with. You know, life throws you curveballs all the time.
Kiari Foto is the second runner that has been noticed for her great performance. She was able to help her team achieve 4th place in the Gary Stover Invitational, while also becoming Player of the Week October 8th.
Glad that I got the award, because this is my first time to get the award for this year, and yeah, I'm really glad right now.
Fotos has a lot of work to do, but she is training hard to get ready to go to nationals.
I'm trying to train hard, and yeah, and first I do my best for next race. That's my goal for now, but my goal is this year is to be All-American.
The cross-country team is working hard to get ready for nationals. Jayla Jackson, KMVC.
The cross-country team have Seminole Valley Stampede on October 20th before hitting the conference races on November 3rd. Missouri Valley Theta 05 sorority gave students an opportunity to perform lip-sync renditions of their favorite songs. KMVC's Clay DeVault reports on the lip-sync battle.
Missouri Valley College's Theta Phi Alpha sorority hosted a lip-sync battle in the Malcolm Center last Friday night. The event featured performances from several student performers. Even the members of Theta Phi Alpha joined in on the fun as they performed a rendition of Miley Cyrus's Party in the USA. Theta Phi member Joy Reynolds says the idea for the lip-sync battle came from her love of the TV show.
Well, I knew that the girls wanted something big that would get us out on campus, that people could know our names, and so that people could know what we're doing on campus. So I thought it would be a good idea to do a lip sync battle.
Reynolds says her favorite performance of the evening was
definitely Avalon. Yeah, Avalon's was definitely the best. I cannot believe she made a whole costume and sang a mashup for this, so that was my favorite.
For Theta Phi member Anna Babiak, her favorite performance was...
I gotta say my favorite performance was probably Simone Marcus to Hollaback Girl. She just put so much, little sass into it, and she definitely put out a lot of energy.
Babiak says she was happy with the turnout for the lip sync battle, but was disappointed that not many people purchased raffle tickets.
But the prizes were really good, so I guess it's their loss.
Reynolds says the sorority could potentially do another lip sync battle next semester.
If the people want it, I guess we'll have to do it again.
Clay DeVault, KMVC News.
The winner of the lip sync battle was determined by audience applause. Avalon was declared the winner, and Simone Marcus was the runner-up. That's KMVC News for the week. Thank you for watching. I'm Alex Perez.